Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters.
This man standing next to me is none other than Kurt Fogel. Kurt, a native resident of Racine, cut his teeth right here at
O&H Danish Bakery.
Kringle is the state pastry of Wisconsin.
Sure is.
And for those who know, O&H is kind of where it's at. So today, we get a chance to walk behind the scenes, see where Kurt got his start, and learn more about this delicious, scrumptious treat.
I'm just gonna eat it all.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the jam?
I don't care if I learn anything.
I love it. I love it. I'm with you. Let's go check it out.
All right.
Now walk.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
I think this is the biggest bakery I've ever seen.
This is where the magic happens. Wade, what do we have in front of us?
So we have everything we need here to make our famous Wisconsin Kringle, which is cream cheese filling, cranberries and cherry filling mixed together, and then our Danish dough. And we have a piece of this laminated dough as an example of how this form starts. It's a 3-day process, so this is the first day lamination. And you can see there's 18 layers of butter laminated into that dough.
Well, you're talking about 18 layers. Is that like industry standard?
Everybody has their own standards, multiple ways of laminating dough, but this is the way our standard is to make 18 layers.
In order for it to be a Danish, it has to have a certain amount of layers. And
Okay.
for anything that we could say, like I was trained by the French, but we're at a Danish bakery now. So when it comes to Danish, we're taking Wade's word for it.
So we have this heavily laminated dough.
Yep.
It's a 3-day process.
Yes.
Do you do all 18 layers on the first day? Or
Yep.
do you,
So
okay.
it starts in the mixing and then laminating the first layers in, or laminating those layers in, and then we sheet it down to a smaller, thinner block, and then the final day we sheet it down to less than 2 millimeters thick.
So just for clarification, you're telling me that all of these layers, over a 3-day process, get reduced down to that.
Exactly.
This is our starting Kringle dough.
Yep.
Okay? Walk us through the magic, Wade.
So I'm going to start with hand filling the cream cheese as a base filling.
Okay?
Yep. You want to cup your hand and then kind of let it right out the bottom of your palm like that.
I'll go first to show you the standard, which probably would never make the cut here at O&H. So I'm gonna come in with a cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start here. It's almost the exact same action as milking a cow. Oh no.
Pretty good. It's a little heavy. It's better to treat them than short them, right?
A couple more hours, we can have one.
Right here. Shut up, Kurt. Now let's see Kurt here.
I did worse than Luke.
You're gonna need more cheese, Kurt.
Wow. You got a real gentle touch there, Kurt.
I thought I would have it no problem.
Okay, so we've got the cream cheese filling down, more or less.
More or less.
Yeah, I think mine was more, yours might have been a little less.
Yeah.
And now we're going in with the cranberry and cherry mixture.
Yep.
Okay.
So I place it in the center of the cream cheese.
Yep.
And then kind of squeeze the pastry bag and deposit it right down the middle.
Okay, see, he's piping it right into the filling, not on top of it.
Right.
Okay.
So it's pushing it up on the sides.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's good. That is good technique. What do you think, Wade?
He's hired. He's that good.
Oh, you're really pushing that one in there. I like that.
It's got a little bit more to give.
Oh, here goes nothing. How did I do, Wade? Is that okay or is that too much?
No, it's perfect.
That's
Okay.
Looks great.
perfect. That looks a little heavy to me, Wade.
Again, better to give him more than less, right?
More than less. I like that.
The first fold, you want to cover the fruit.
Yeah.
Towards you?
Yep, towards
Okay.
you is the best. And then I'll fold it over, and I just kind of settle it in like that. And then I'm ready for the second fold. Second fold, bring the dough up and then kind of press it down like that.
Okay. A little smosh. Is that a baking term?
No.
Smosh?
That's a skilled lip right there.
Aye. Fogel. Oh. All of Racine is watching you right now. The native son, Kurt Fogel, takes his place at the Kringle dough shaping bench.
I was born to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Racine's own, Kurt Fogel.
So when you pan the Kringle, you want the seam to be on the outside. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do a reverse grip
Okay.
right here. And flip it over that way.
So that seam goes on the outside.
Yep.
Aha.
Making the oval shape.
That was a
Seam
very
it about 2 inches. Then this first fold over, and then this one over the top of that, and tuck it under just a little bit. And you press down on the seam, and then you can make that final oval shape.
Why is the oval important?
You know, originally it was a pretzel, but I think in the pretzel shape, you had a lot more intersections, and,
Yep.
and the pastry is much heavier on the cross section. And some of the people always go for the side cuts without the cross.
Yeah.
So we thought the oval would have a better cut.
I bet you at the overlap of the pretzel, it was kind of doughy
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Like maybe
sure, it didn't bake as
sometimes.
much. You know, the seam was never the preferred. Nobody really prefers the seam. Everybody goes where the fruit is, right?
Sure.
They were also saying back then, like everything doesn't have to be a pretzel shape, right? They don't have to make everything.
There was an
a pretzel.
anti-pretzel shape
It was
movement.
like everything was a pretzel. Everything was a pretzel.
One of the things that becomes immediately apparent standing here with Wade and O&H is there is such a high level of artisan mastery on display all the way around us. It is impossible to not engage with this process and find out at the end of it that it is actually deceptively hard. I'm never going to look at a Kringle the same way ever again after this experience today, because this is definitely an artisan's touch, the hand of mastery.
Yeah, we say rustic.
Rustic, yeah.
What does rustic mean? It means it looks bad.
So now we put these to sleep for a little bit and we're gonna bake them off. Right, we get to follow this start to finish.
This oven is named Hansel,
Hansel.
and this oven is named Gretel.
All the children love it. Besides eating it, this is kind of like the penultimate moment of Kringle making, correct? We're gonna finish these guys off.
Yeah. So it's time they're cooled down to ambient. Now we're going to put the icing application on it. So here we go.
All right, you show us.
All right.
Lead the way. I see it. Okay.
So it's again the same technique as you did with the cream cheese filling.
Yeah, yeah,
Gonna
yeah.
cup it, but obviously a little bit less. It's gonna run a little bit more because it's warm.
So you're not just like, this is not.
No.
This is more of an exacting science.
Yeah. There's other ways of doing it. I think you probably were taught maybe going like this.
Yep.
Yep. We'll let Kurt show off his technique. Might be
Okay.
better than my technique.
No, I'm
I
not
doubt
gonna
it,
say
Wade.
that about anything Kringle related.
Here we go. See it, Fogel. Deep breath.
Whoa. Okay. I
Whoa.
didn't expect it to be warm. It's more like this.
Yeah, there you go.
That's more of a caress.
I was trying to blend both of ours, but I always remember like the ones that we would ice almost seem to have like 3 lines going through them.
Okay, got it.
And let it ride. Don't forget, let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Ride, 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 letting it ride, letting it ride.
Wait, I think he thinks it's a cherry cheese Kringle.
I don't know, it's pretty impressive.
I don't know about impressive, but
No, it looks good.
I feel like I've waited almost too long now to enjoy this beautiful concoction. In my hand, I have 36 layers of love. That's 18 on each side. And I feel like I know my neighbors, I know the people of Wisconsin, and I know our culinary traditions a little bit better today. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Stuffed full of great Wisconsin ingredients.
Can't beat that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Love it,
Thanks,
Wade.
Kurt. Appreciate it.
I'm humble.
When talking about iconic Wisconsin products, smoked whitefish has graced our tables for generations. We're in Gills Rock at the northern tip of Door County to explore a food that was born out of necessity,
Hey, I'm looking for Chris.
but has transitioned into a much sought after delight.
Okay, awesome. By the smoke plume?
Today,
Perfect.
we're at Charlie's Smokehouse.
I think that's hysterical. Chris, the maestro. It's good to meet you, my man.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us out.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Charlie's Smokehouse, would you? What's the history of this?
Sure.
place?
So my grandpa started smoking fish here in 1932. He was down on the dock in a little building. The front half of the building was a fish store. The back half was where they weighed up the day's commercial catch. He processed his fish back there, and he had a little outside smokehouse similar to this one here that he smoked fish in. And so from 32 to 87, I think it was. And then we outgrew that facility and built this one here. So
Sure.
we've got 2 smokehouses inside, we've got 1 smokehouse outside here, and we've been doing it ever since.
Has the process changed a lot since your grandpa started it?
No. So he brined his fish in saltwater brine.
Okay.
Brined them overnight prior to the smoking. And then put them on the racks, put them in the smokehouse, light 2 fires underneath, and this process is the same. Yep.
Does the wood composition change for the smoke, or do you? I mean, I guess I'm curious. Do you have you got a wood guy?
Yeah. Well, a lot of it's us. We have a wood guy that
Sure.
gets us the wood, then we split it to the size we want.
Okay.
Stack it up, dry it.
Sure.
But it's always maple. Grandpa
Okay.
used maple. We always use maple.
That's incredible.
Yep, yeah.
And maples are pretty abundant here. on the
Abundant
peninsula,
here,
yeah.
burn at the right rate. Just that single flavored smoke. I think it's
Yeah.
always consistent. It's always, unique.
This is truly amazing. I mean, like, I don't know if people can really understand the context of like the Korea-sit and
Right.
like all
Right. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
beautiful, delicious smoke essence on the
Uh-huh.
outside. But
Uh-huh. Yeah.
man, after tasting the smoked whitefish, like
Right.
you understand that these are definitely artisan masters.
Sure.
Not to give you too big of a head, but like it was good smoked fish, man.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the health of the fisheries here off
Yeah.
of Door County.
Yeah, the whitefish is a well-managed fishery, commercial fishery. The fishermen have individual quotas that they can catch, and the whitefish are doing quite well.
Sure.
Seasonally, where they fish them kind of changes. Now the fish are populous in the southern part of the bay.
Okay.
Earlier in the spring, they're in the northern part of the bay, and in the fall, they'll be in the lake because that's where they do their spawning.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How well do you feel like you know and understand the waters of Green Bay and Lake Michigan adjacent to where we're at right now?
Well, just growing up here.
Yeah.
This is home. I know it pretty well. Yeah.
This is
Yep.
your place.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever leave the peninsula?
Just to go to college.
Okay.
Yep. Went away, got my business degree at college, but always knew I was coming back here. So.
Sure.
Yeah. So I've been doing this full time for about 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
But growing up in it, it seems like I've done it my whole life. So.
Yeah. How many pounds a week do you think you smoke right now? I mean, if you had to guess.
Maybe about 2,000 pounds of that's fresh weight,
Sure.
and then you cut them and they lose some. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would say like the fresh fish we're bringing in probably about 2,000 pounds.
Wow. Has the demand for smoked fish changed in the 30 years you've been doing this?
I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
I think it's popular.
Sure.
I think when my grandpa started, they were smoking chubs, these little.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah.
Very good. That was basically, you smoked them. That was it. The only use for that fish.
Sure.
But it was a fat little fish, very mild, nice tasting. I think people bought them for the economic reasons. They were cheap. cheap food.
Yep.
Back in his day, you
Yep.
know. But I think nowadays it's more food people.
Sure, right.
And they love trying new stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think the younger, if you want to say younger generation,
Yeah.
is taking on to just exploring new food things.
Sure.
You know, and this is a new food thing for a lot of people.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like things that were old become new again.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
like this huge cycle.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite way to eat it? I mean, obviously, I can imagine from a smokehouse perspective, like
Yeah.
I take it off the bone, I eat
Right.
it, I put it in a
Yeah,
cracker, whatever.
yeah.
But like, is there anything like, surprising
Right.
that you like to do with that smoked whitefish?
My mom used to make like a creamed smoked fish.
Yeah.
She'd serve it on like an English muffin, toasted English muffin. Very good.
Nice.
My wife makes a wonderful whitefish spread with it, with cream cheese and some spices. And
Sure.
That I start and then it's all gone. You know, that's very addictive actually. Yeah.
Just
So-
Chris hammering the
Yeah,
entire thing.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you put cream cheese in it, you
Right,
really can't go wrong,
That's
right?
Yeah. Yep. You got the cream cheese, you got the smoky. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty much my love language right there, man. That's
Yep.
great. That's
Yeah.
great.
So.
Well, Chris, how long do we have before the whitefish is ready to come out?
So we're gonna check on them here very shortly.
Okay.
And just they're probably gonna have a little bit of color on them. They're not gonna be done yet.
Sure.
But yeah, we'll
Great.
get a good look at them.
So this is the Lake Michigan whitefish, right?
Yep.
Tell me about, I guess, how does this come into, your area of mastery? What does it look like when it comes through the door?
Sure. So we receive them from the fishermen. These are trap netted in the southern end of Green Bay.
Okay.
We get them in big 100-pound luggers, iced, whole, and we portion them up to the portions we want them in. For us, we chop off the front of the fish, we call it a chunk,
Sure.
and then the back half is the tail, which we always hang up in the smokehouse. And then they're put in brine for about 12 hours and then smoked for about 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do with the heads? Like the rest that's like not going on?
So there's
the chunk?
seagulls that hang around that like when we give them fish heads.
Everybody
Yeah.
eats,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
one big biotic cycle.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, is there anything is there special magic that goes into your brine? I think for people who, pay attention to smoking,
Sure.
specifically really delicate meats like whitefish,
Yeah.
there's a lot of nuance in that brine.
Sure.
Don't give
Sure.
away the family
Sure.
secret, but
Sure. Yeah.
what makes a good brine for you?
Salt and water.
Salt and water, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
Yeah, whitefish is a very mild fish.
Yeah.
It needs salt.
Yeah.
So for us, it's very simple, but
Sure.
I'm not going to give you the ratios.
Yeah, no.
But it's
Yeah.
a pretty heavy salt brine that they soak in for about 12 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you pull them out, you smoke them, you
Yeah.
obviously you get them tacked up here,
Yeah.
and it's maple smoke
Yeah.
all the way through.
So you're kind of seeing the end, obviously the end of the process
Yeah.
here, where we have the doors closed up, we're trapping all the smoke in there. But prior to that, they start out more gentle.
Sure.
Partially open doors, gentler smoke, because you're taking them from brine temperature, cold,
Yeah.
up to smokehouse temperature. So you gently heat them up,
Right.
and that forces some of that brine water out of them, and then gets them ready for finishing and coloring.
So I love the fact that you just kind of you laid that sentence out, and it shows that you're absolutely a master at this. But that finessing the smoker doors,
Yeah.
the air
Yep.
inflow,
Yeah.
the temperature, the humidity, all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
I mean, that takes a lifetime to figure out. No one else has your knack.
Right. And we apprentice. I apprenticed under my dad.
Sure.
My son's apprenticing under me.
Well, I'm gonna go actually back inside. I'm gonna buy, a fair amount.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta take it back to my restaurant, but the amount of times I can count, and it's on one hand, that I've had the opportunity to run into an ingredient that was just so overwhelmingly beautiful, and it was put together with care and love all the way through the process. That we had to find out more about it. You are definitely
Appreciate that.
on that list.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much, Chris.
yeah.
You are what makes Door County worth visiting, for sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, my man.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go to the store.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with you maybe
All
a
right.
little bit later.
All right.
Thanks,
Sounds
brother.
good. Thank you.
I would love if I can take back to the restaurant.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do. Are those about a pound piece, like the whitefish chunks?
Whitefish, the tails are a pound or a little under a pound. The chunks are about half a pound each.
Sure. Could I do 5 pounds wrapped up? And could I also do one of these cream cheese and smoked whitefish spreads?
Absolutely.
One of the best parts of my job is the power of like what one good hang can do for my entire worldview. Sometimes being in these positions is a little vulnerable, and it feels like I'm overwhelmed by my own inferiority complex. But being able to meet Chris, to shake his hand, to see the amount of pride and care and passion that he puts into, kind of doing one thing, smoking fish, and generations of that knowledge passed down between his grandfather, his father, himself, and now to his son, it restores my faith in who we are as a state, as artisans, as food producers, as farmers, as chefs. Like, this was everything. This experience filled up my cup. And I just feel so honored and privileged to get to have the opportunity to take all this in and drink up the best that Wisconsin has to offer. This is rad. Thank you, Chris.
Hi, my name is Kurt Fogel, and I do as little as possible. Yeah, but it's like what would keep me alive in the zombie apocalypse? The fact that I can make ice cream or frozen custard, but I can make more. Why waste my time? Because frozen custard's the best. But I feel like a group of people who could build buildings and do electrical work and save lives and farm would keep me around, because I can take the things that they make and turn it into ice cream. It's a kind of a dying art. Now, for convenience, most people are just buying it, spinning it. And we won't need these people, but you'll need me.
Did you know Organic Valley protects over 400,000 acres of organic farmland? So are we an organic food cooperative that protects land? Or land conservationists who make delicious food? Yes, we are. Organic Valley.
Other sausage makers use the AI-generated voice of their namesake and founder. Our products are finely crafted, made from time-honored recipes with ingredients you can actually pronounce. Jones, making breakfast better since 1889.
The Wisconsin potato and vegetable growers are proud underwriters of Wisconsin Foodie. It takes love of the land and generations of farming know-how to nurture a quality potato crop. Ask any potato farmer and they'll tell you there's a lot of satisfaction in healthy grown crops.
Employee-owned New Glarus Brewing Company has been brewing and bottling beer for their friends only in Wisconsin since 1993. Just a short drive from Madison, come visit Swissconsin and see where your beer is made. With additional support coming from The Conscious Carnivore. From local animal sourcing to on-site, high-quality butchering and packaging, The Conscious Carnivore can ensure organically raised, grass-fed, and healthy meats through its small group of local farmers. The Conscious Carnivore. Know your farmer, love your butcher. Also, with the support of the Friends of PBS Wisconsin.